honestly, the stuff we're not talking about that we should is the stuff that Elon Musk is focusing on with SpaceX, with human travel to the moon, ultimately to Mars, interplanetary life. I think those are the things I actually spend quite a bit of time thinking about because I think they're a lot closer than people think. And I think that it's going to change the way our society conceives of itself and functions, like as much as anything. Like the AI stuff, you're right, that has obviously made a huge difference already. And when actual generative AI, like genuine AGI comes in, that's going to be even more so. But I think like that...
Yeah. It got me to stop eating Magnums. It's magnificent.
But that idea of, I think that we're a lot closer than, like Elon's not talking about it, but the next window is like next year or 18 months to do Mars trips. Like, and he's going to be using that to test things. And then the next window will probably be manned travel to Mars. And the reason I'm interested in that, and then I think it's something we should be talking about, is not the technological side of it, which I know a lot of people get really into. I think like the political implications of it are huge, because if you have suddenly genuinely interplanetary life, and like Elon actually has, I don't know if any of you has anyone got Starlink? Who's got Starlink here?
It's the best.
So in the terms and conditions of Starlink, have you noticed it says that it's subject to Mars law?
Wow.
So I'll show it to you. I have to send you a message of it, but like people think it's a joke, like because Elon's a very strange person, but I actually think that if private travel to Mars is what happens, which it will, because the state's broke basically in America from space, like Elon will just do what Elon thinks. You've got a scenario where functionally it's back to like the Wild West, where you've got the train barons and you've got the frontier is corporate. It's almost like privately owned rather than publicly owned. And I think like space mining of asteroids and things like that for near Earth asteroids for minerals, interplanetary settlements and stuff that are basically going to be like company towns, like the Manhattan Project, whatever. Yeah. I think that's got implications for the primacy of the nation state that I don't think we're really thinking about. Like I think that for all of us here have seen the nation state become more authoritarian and more insinuating into every aspect of our lives, I actually think that's a symptom of weakness and lack of control in the meta rather than strength.
This is inspiring. You told me this years ago, that when you see the state trying to censor, it's not a strength, it's they're clutching their weak.
Exactly. And I think that when you see these knee-jerk outsized emotive reactions of like the state being seen to do something, even though they sort of know it's not going to make a difference, that is because they feel if they don't act and give people that knee-jerk reaction that they want, people will see that the emperor has no clothes and that actually the state really has very little control at all.